we're turning up the temperature for some of Brandon Saldoni's barbecue.
And what's this going in?
This is actually applewood.
His traveling smokers make mouths water all over New England.
This is my original rub, and it's got smoked paprika, brown sugar, mustard powder, pepper, garlic salt, onion powder. It's always good to rub probably around 30 minutes before.
The New Hampshire-based pitmaster invited us to see the magic as he prepares a spread for a gathering at a home for sale in Milford.
So we're here doing some ribs, chicken, some of our award-winning mac and cheese, and some other sides. Maybe about 15 minutes.
His catering business is called Bentley's Barbecue, named after one of his sons. It all started in 2011.
So when I started this, I wanted to create a business that actually provides an experience. We actually come to your location and actually with the smoker. So we do pig roast, lobster bakes, and barbecues for birthdays, graduations, weddings, any special occasion. And basically we want to provide a memorable success with food, people hanging out and having fun. That's where all the magic happens. So basically, caramelized, melts down, melts into the meat, gives it that nice, tender, sweet bite.
And his style of barbecue?
You know, something different, not Texas, Kansas City, what everybody else is doing. I wanted to do something unique.
And so is that your style, you would say, that kind of New England flair?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's basically a New England flair. So I use applewood, maplewood, hickory, honey, brown sugar, different things from New England that keep it local that I incorporate into my barbecue to make it unique.
It's the reaction from when people take that bite that says it all.
You get the tenderness first, you get the sweetness, and on the back end, a little bit of that smokiness. Is that what you're shooting for?
Absolutely.
Delicious.
It's just great to kind of see people's excitement when they walk up and see the smoker and the smoke rolling out, the food coming off the smoker onto the buffet. So it's really that whole from start to finish experience that just I get from it. That's not just the money.
Yeah.
It's just the people's reactions and how people enjoy the whole experience.
And his endeavors keep growing. Saldoni tells us he's planning a line of barbecue sauces and rubs that could come out in the next few months under the name Live, Q, or Die.
Traveled throughout the country this year, did about 22 comps.
At the back of this driveway setup are just a few of the rewards of his competitive side. Saldoni travels across the nation facing off with other pitmasters in barbecue competitions under the team name House of Q. The squad was named the grand champion of a big event in Connecticut in back-to-back years.
To back-to-back a competition, the grand champion, especially with a newer team, I was hoping it was going to happen, expecting it, no, but when it happened, it was just unreal.
That first win secured an invite to head to the Super Bowl of Barbecue, the Jack Daniel's World Championship in Tennessee last year. These events are grueling with lots of travel, long days, all culminating in a 5-minute window when meats have to be turned in. This piece is signed by all of last year's competitors.
It's a sentimental thing because every single team signs this. So again, the barbecue society and the competition world, you're not just competitors, you're a family, brotherhood. It's just great.
There's a sense of camaraderie that comes along with everybody doing this, not as just a livelihood, but something you really care about.
Absolutely. And like I said, the friendships you build, the people you meet.
We spoke to him ahead of the 2025 competition where he represented the Granite State and just learned House of Q finished towards the middle of the pack against the best of the best. His team, though, is often towards the top. When he started, heads might have turned when he told folks he was from New Hampshire.
Competitors, spectators, it's, oh, New Hampshire's down south. What do you guys know about barbecue? So it's really, you know, we're always the black horse coming into one of these competitions, especially being a newer team. You know, with the rewards we've gotten this year has been kind of just a surreal feeling.
And when the goods are ready to come off the smoker?
So basically, I know they're done with the bend test. How you bend them, and they're floppy, and the knuckling. These bones pretty much, I'll show you something cool. These bones are basically just gonna fall right out of it. All right, guys, so how is everything?
And that reaction that his food brings keeps his fire lit.
It's that wow factor. It's that response. That's the most rewarding part about doing this is people's reactions and the compliments you get from good food.